my unbrushed hair. I had laid down earlier to read a little bit of my zombie book. I don't know the name of it. And Dad came in with the mail, and of course Heidi runs in with him with her little new toy she got for Christmas. If you're on my Instagram or Facebook, you saw her with it. It's a little purple, it's a little wiener dog. And she loves that thing. She takes it outside with her when she goes to the bathroom sometimes. But, so she comes running in here with Dad. He had mail, which I gotta open the mail, it's on my desk, business stuff. But I got one of my phone accessories. I got my phone, my car charger, which I'll take the short cord for, and this kit came with a 6-foot cord, which I think I want to plug in next to my bed. The cords that come with the phones aren't really all that long. An extra plug, which I probably won't use, and a wiper for the screen apparently. But I just really wanted a car charger. Because, you know, smartphones suck energy so fast, and if you're in the car for like a day, at least you can plug it in. Or if you go on a trip, you can plug it in. So, still waiting for my case. It's shipped. Heidi's treats should be coming. So this is video number 2 on New Year's Eve. Take a sip of sweet tea that my dad brought me back earlier. So good. I just put my bacon wrapped hot dogs in the oven, so they are percolating for another half an hour. And that's all that's going on. Really and truly. I really kind of wish I'd had someone to hang out with this New Year's. I know I'm here hanging out with you fine people, but y'all know what I mean. It would just be nice. Yeah, hang out with some friends and laugh or play some games, or even if it's just one person or a special person. I think the last time I had a special person on New Year's, Tillman and I had gone on a trip around this time of year. It was this year my dad's brother died. It was freakishly warm. We left here like a few days before the new year, and we drove. By the time we get to Indianapolis, we could take our coats off. There were people all over the place in t-shirts. It was strange. And we went down through Ohio and cut into, no, we went down to Indiana. I don't know how we went down there. I just know we got to Lexington, Kentucky on New Year's Eve. We checked into the Holiday Inn Dome. I don't know what it was. It's beautiful down by Lexington. It really is pretty. We drove around some of the, you know, see where the horse farms and stuff were. And we had only planned on staying a night. I know there were some parties. There was some ballrooms down the hall from us, and you could hear parties at night. But let me back up. That day, we checked in, got settled in, and then we looked up. We asked the front desk, like, because he liked steak. Tillman was a very particular eater. Like, he liked steak and potatoes. That's pretty much it. And junk food. He didn't like fruits or vegetables or sweets. So we were looking for a steakhouse. And they said, oh, there's one right down. So we went to the directions, and we went down there and had a nice steak dinner for New Year's Eve. And now looking back at it, I don't know if I got sick or if it was food poisoning. Driving back to the hotel, I could feel my stomach starting to churn, and I knew things were going to happen. You know. So we get to the hotel, and I'm like, I don't think I'm going to, I have to run to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom, and it wasn't pretty. So I spent the whole evening sick, coming out both ends. And I remember things started to settle down. And we were watching, I called home to wish them a happy new year and stuff, and we watched the ball drop. And like 5 minutes after the ball dropped, I sat up at the edge of the bed, I said, Tillman, hand me that trash can. Please get it fast. Because you know how you feel it and you know you just have no time to get where you need to go. And, oh God, it wasn't pretty. I got so sick. And, it just, such bad diarrhea. I mean, it was just like water. And, Tillman didn't drive. And I knew I couldn't go anywhere. The next day I woke up and I'm like, we cannot go anywhere. So I called the front desk and I said, can we have this room another night? I'm very sick. I just can't. We can't continue our road trip right now. She's like, of course. So, there was a gas station. I might have told the story before, but I don't care. There was a gas station close by. And I was like in and out of it. If I wasn't running to the bathroom, I was in bed like, oh, it was horrible. It was bad. And, Tillman's like, what can I do for you? What can I do for you? And I said, could you walk to the gas station and see if they have any Imodium AB? And I wrote it down for him. And he came back and they did. They had some. I was so happy. And that's when I truly found the power of anti-diarrhea medicine. And so, luckily it got out of my system that extra day. And, but man, it was a bad day. January 1st of that year was a bad day. I don't even know what year it was. It was probably, I don't know what year that was. It might have been 2000 and, maybe it was January 1st of 2007 or 2006. It's one of those 2 years, I do believe. So then, thankfully, that evening, the 1st, and it was our last night in that hotel room, because I was prepared to say we're staying here another night if I needed to. Because road tripping and having stuff coming out of you does not go together. The Imodium AD did his job, thank goodness. And then you keep panicking the whole time you're driving. You're like, please, 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 please. But everything was fine after that. I really do think it was probably food poisoning. That was a crappy New Year, literally. Oh man, that was bad. But it was so beautiful down there. Other than those 2 days, well, and then when we get back is when Dad said that, told me that Uncle Chuck had passed, but he didn't want to tell me while we were away. He wanted me to have a good trip, and then he waited until I got home, because he knew I'd be home in time for the funeral. So yeah. I hear Dad talking on the phone. His sister has called here several times today. Is that surprising? Oh, she sold her car again. So now she's carless. So she's... and then she was going to move to the high-rise. And she couldn't afford it at the time she wanted to do it. And she said, at the beginning of the next month, well, they didn't hold the apartment for her because they had somebody else who had the cash to move in. So the apartment she went and looked at was gone. So now they have another one for her that she's supposed to go look at on Friday. And the woman's like, if you come and look at it, I need you to fill out the paperwork that day and say you're going to take it that day. But this is on the 7th floor. And Dad's like, I don't know why she'd want to live on the 7th floor. She has a dog. I mean, she's going to have to bundle up, get in the elevator, take the dog out, and which is going to really mean that she's just going to let the dog go to the bathroom in the apartment. That's really what's going to happen more often than not. So Dad's like, I know I wouldn't want to live on the 7th floor, but it's up to you. Because she keeps saying, what should I do? What should I do? And Dad's like, you need to figure it out on your own. So who knows what she's going to do. Now I'm going to roll again. I got to remember to pull Dad in here sometime later. I got to check my wieners in about 15 minutes.